Anyway, Colby, we got something special for everybody right now.
We do. Ah, yes. Welcome in to Colby Sapp's Mystery Shotgun. I am your host, Colby Sapp, along with Pod Racer Tim. And this is your spot for your pop culture news and the things that are going on in the comic book movie industry, or maybe things that are going on with comic books, or maybe things that are going on with anime. This is pretty much where I get to talk about the crap that I think is awesome, and it's called the Mystery Shotgun. And we're going to start off today, just a small tidbit before we get into the meat of everything that's going on. As we talked about the last episode, the downfall of the Aquaman 2 movie, or Aquaman and Lost World movie, and how that it's not looking great, bud. Some of the CGI, by the way, has been released on some teaser trailers, and it looks really, really, really bad. Like, really bad. Like, the few seconds of the Flash movie that I thought the CGI was kind of bad, kind of looked like maybe somebody rubbed Vaseline on the lens before. All of the teaser trailer looked like it was Vaseline lens.
Worse than Wonder Woman 1984?
That may be on par.
God.
Just may be on par with that.
Why are they ruining the two movies I liked the most out of all the DC stuff?
Or
franchises, I guess.
I don't know, but this doesn't look great, everybody. It doesn't look great. Now, I will say that Aquaman riding a seahorse at one point, in what I saw, that was pretty cool. But everything else, not so good. Also, by the way, the Mira, they have had the Aquaman toys start to release.
Yeah.
And the Mira toy looks absolutely nothing like Amber Heard whatsoever. It's the least looking like Amber Heard thing.
Wait, Amber Heard is in Aquaman?
She's Mira. She was in the first one, too.
I only know her from the trial. I didn't know she was like a real actress.
Yeah, so, Mira, who her dog stepped on a bee, also, she's in the movie, and she's in the second one. Not for very long. They did make the toy line, and it's the least looking like her that a toy could look like.
I think that's intentional. Are they going to make a change?
I do believe that's intentional. They're not going to make...
She's crazy, right?
Yes.
I mean, all chicks are crazy.
She poops on people, from what I've heard.
What's wrong with that?
Not if you're not asked for it.
Oh, yeah, you should probably ask for it.
Yeah, if it just randomly happens, that's bad.
Dirty Sanchez.
Man, then the fumble happens, and good God.
Butt fumble.
That's right. That's what they should call that instead of the Dirty Sanchez, by the way. It's just...
Butt fumble. Can we edit like Urban Dictionary like you can Wikipedia? We can go for that.
You should be able to. Oh, God. So we do have some, actually a little bit of a thing, is it's been passed around the internet as of today regarding Deadpool 3. Now, I have not been able to confirm this, but it did kind of raise some questions in my mind, and it's maybe a spoiler alert. This may be a really good source, but I haven't been able to get this confirmed, so I'm not going to tell you this is exactly what's happening. But it's been floating around the internet that one of the main storylines behind Deadpool 3, again, potential spoiler alert, is that Deadpool is going through the multiverse trying to find the perfect Wolverine. Which means that not only is Hugh Jackman in this movie as Wolverine, but also we're going to see multiple Wolverines.
The multiverse of madness, Wolverine.
So, remember all the Spider-Mans and all the Lokis? We're actually going to have all the Deadpools and all the Wolverines in this movie.
So are all of these Deadpools, all of these Wolverine, are these comic book canon? Or is this something they're just doing for the movie franchise?
The Deadpools, there's been multiple, the Deadpool dog and
Right.
all of that. There's been multiple because the Deadpool comic goes really loud, really crazy.
Right.
So yes, some of these will be like, oh my God, they did it, type of situations. Wolverine, not so much. I don't really can call off the top of my head many multiverse versions.
It's just Logan, right?
Yeah. I mean, there has been multiverse versions of Wolverine, but it's nothing that really strikes my head as like, oh yeah, I remember that. Right. So, but they are going to go through that in this movie now, which led me to go, wait, we have an opportunity to see multiple people as Wolverine. So I immediately thought, oh my God, there's a couple of people that I'd like to see as Wolverine. Actually, starting off the list, and I didn't send you a picture of this guy, but originally when me and my buddies used to talk about who would be a great Wolverine in like if they made the X-Men movies, back then my only choice was Sylvester Stallone. Small guy,
seems weird.
buff. Wolverine's favorite word is bub.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bub. And I could totally see Sylvester Stallone doing that and all of that, and like his Rambo body, but like have the chops and stuff. I was like, man, I can totally see that. Now, not anymore, but that was the guy I always brought up. That's the guy they should have play Wolverine.
Right.
Nowadays, because Sylvester Stallone's like 70, 80 years old or something, I don't think so. There's been a couple of guys that I thought, before we get to mine, Tim,
you want to see mine first?
who you got?
I got 3, Colby.
Oh my God! All right, Tim,
One's a cheat though. But so my 2 before the cheat. For any of you that know who Joel Edgerton is, Colby, do you know Joel Edgerton?
I do not.
You may know him from Uncle Owen.
Okay.
He's the young Uncle Owen from Star Wars.
No, I got it.
And especially this picture, I thought, dude, I can totally see him as Wolverine.
Now, how tall is he? That is a big question.
5'8".
Okay. Yeah, that would work.
The next guy is taller. So like size-wise, I don't know, but looks-wise, I could totally see it. Talking about Scott Eastwood. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Like his dad.
By the way, that is the guy that I wanted to play the gunslinger in the Dark Tower movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's described by Stephen King as looking like Clint Eastwood.
Right.
It's like, well, then get Scott Eastwood to do it.
Yeah. He looks a lot like his dad way back in that age, right?
Right. No, I mean, he's a little tall, but that would be a good pick.
Colby, the third one here is kind of a cheat because, so I've thought of him for a long time because you mentioned this whole thing a long time ago about replacing Hugh Jackman.
Right.
And I already had this guy in mind. And apparently lots of other people did too, because someone went in and did a deep fake of this guy as Wolverine. So I pulled that picture here for you. It's Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy as Wolverine would work if he wasn't already in the MCU as Venom.
Right.
But yes, that was,
this deep fake that we have on screen for those of you watching the video.
Yes.
Dude.
Tom Hardy would be amazing. Like if we could go back in time and just be like, no, hey, wait, don't do the Venom thing. Wolverine's about to come available. Yeah, no, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Now I've got 2 that one of them that's not off the wall. We'll start off with him is Taron Egerton, the guy from the Kingsman, because he's a small dude.
Or I know him as Elton John.
Right.
Or the Kingsman. He was good in that too.
I mean, have Elton John be Wolverine. That's fine.
He could go around going, Philadelphia freedom.
I mean, yes, he could. And he might actually do that in the Deadpool movie as Wolverine's dancing.
Right?
Because he's from the Danceverse. Or
just
whatever.
Like Hugh Jackman.
But the one that's kind of off the wall, but I've been thinking about this, and the only thing that he doesn't match up with is his voice. But everything else really does. It's Harry Potter. Daniel Radcliffe.
I feel like he can pretty much acting wise do whatever he wants. You just have to get past the voice.
Right. But if he could be, gruffer and lower and basically do an almost Batman voice, but do it to where it looked like that. No, that's just what his voice sounds like.
Right.
Because I didn't realize that Harry Potter went and got ripped. Home dude right there has got like, what, 5% body fat?
He looks like you want to look. He looks like me when I take my shirt off.
Right.
To what I look like. I think that's what I look like.
You probably should fix your mirrors.
But I don't.
Maybe clean
Colby,
them.
we have a question from Big Red, who's waiting in the green room to come in for NFL picks.
Uh-huh.
He wants to know what stops one actor from playing multiple characters in the multiverse.
The only thing that does is the main pay scale that they've got going between movies and also the filming projects with those. See, they can't.
I guess I could have just brought him in to ask that, huh?
Yeah, you could have.
Sorry, Big Red.
You
got us?
I'm here.
Oh, sorry, but I should have just let you ask it. Sorry.
No,
I'm drunk.
one way or another. I just want to know what would stop one, I don't know, Hugh Jackman even from being Venom or Tom Hardy from going from Venom to being Wolverine.
To being Wolverine.
What we were talking about earlier.
They could have Hardy show up like that suggested that for Deadpool 3. They could have him show up as a variant of Wolverine and everybody would be cool with it. He could show up in the movie. What we were wanting was to have him actually play the Wolverine character like all the time. Your problem is when you get into some of the movies they got coming up, like Secret Wars and the crossovers like that, they're going to have everybody ready to go on film.
Right. And I guess that's where I get it, is the fact that what if, Venom and Wolverine are in the same movie, and then you got the same guy playing the same, I get that.
CGI.
Would that ever really happen? But the thing about it is, it's still cool, and I think it should still be an option.
And you have to pay him double.
I mean, yeah, well, he's playing two roles.
Tom Hardy deserves a lot of damn money if you've seen him in a lot of the movies that I have, especially whenever he's in Peaky Blinders.
Right.
Never heard of it.
No, wait, he has
what an
twins.
idiot.
Twins, yeah, I put, you know what I have to put up.
I promise you, that's one word that has dropped from my vocabulary, Colby, a lot, is idiot.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not on this show a whole lot anymore, so I don't have to say idiot a lot. Because idiot just happens to happen a lot when I'm on the air with Tim.
I don't know what those words mean.
Idiot.
Dummy.
Idiot.
Use a dummy.
Idiot.
So that's what's going on with Deadpool. By
Big
the way,
Red likes penis.
the other thing that I can tell you is happening with Deadpool 3 is it will be a leader into your Secret Wars. So it is going to be the builder movie. Now that's something that Marvel has lacked, is the builder movie towards this. Once Deadpool 3 drops, it will finally let you know, no, this is where we're going, everybody. It'll be a leader movie into what's happening with basically the end game of this phase. So the COVID and everything else has kind of shut down stuff and chopped it up, but it's going to start gaining steam here really, really quickly, including Loki season 2, which is heading our way here pretty quick.
Have heard
Not
that
soon enough. Not soon enough.
But have you heard that The Sopranos, Drea Mateo, has her own OnlyFans page?
I don't know any of those words you just said.
I have not, and I'm intrigued.
Never heard of that person.
Look it up, Colby.
I'm always scared about OnlyFans because I'll end up in there, and next thing I know, I don't have any money.
Hey, y'all need to check out my OnlyFans.
No, I don't want to see your feet.
Oh, it ain't my feet.
It is a magic time. We do have a little bit of magic words to be said before we get to magic time. So coming up next, it's our NFL picks against the spread with Big Red and Tito. Hey, Tito! He's coming up next on the Colby Sapp and Indy Tim Show.